Yes, you lovely people, if you're not already, make sure you give us a follow over on Spotify.
And you go, and we're shouting. I'm trying to shout as loud as I can. I don't know what I was saying. Probably some.
Your shit. Your channel shit.
That's what you were saying.
Hello everybody, I'm Ben Foster. Welcome to another episode of the Fozcast. As always, I've got my mate Tom next to me. Tom, how are you?
Yeah, wicked, mate. Wicked. Not as good as you because you're deep into holiday season at the moment.
Deep into holiday season. I just got back from Mallorca last night. I'm looking bronzed and tanned. I'm looking a million, aren't I?
If you say so, yeah.
Cheers, big boy. Right, anyway, today we have got somebody who we think is probably one of the savviest business-minded YouTubers in the whole space at this moment in time. You probably know him better as Callux. It's Callum McGinley.
Thank you. I'm going to give myself a little.
Welcome.
Yes. That was a wild little intro. I like that. The savviest business-minded YouTuber. That is a huge, high compliment.
What have you got to say to it, though? Do you agree? Surely you've got to agree to it.
Yeah, I'm big time. I'm brilliant.
Look, I'm on my way there at the moment, but I'm not there yet. Come speak to me in like 3 to 5 years and I'll give you a solid yes or no.
How old are you at the minute?
30, just turned 30.
You're looking a million, mate. You've got a baby face as well, seriously.
Yeah. It's all the compliment. I'm glad I've come on here more often.
Yeah, you million,
And you're old in the YouTube world, aren't you?
I am old, yeah. The oldest, so we've got the group of 10 of us, seven sidemen, Cal, Randy, and... I am now the oldest.
How old Simon?
27,
isn't he?
8.
Is he?
Mate,
I'm going to offend him.
Do you know what made me feel old?
29?
I was watching Chris ND put a new video out the other day, the Louis Vuitton football ball one, right? Yeah. And in it, multiple times he references the fact that Simon is old, like calling him a granddad and all sorts kind of thing. He's 27, 28 years old.
And I've been invited to do a Chris MD shoot tomorrow, which I think you might be on.
Would you fancy it? Yeah.
So now, because he's going around slinging the old tag around, I'm not coming. You see that, Chris? I'm not coming now.
No, you'll be comfortably the second oldest person on that shoot by like 9 years.
You've got to be the oldest YouTuber by a mile.
I'm not a YouTuber, am I? Come on.
Oh, I don't know.
You can't say that. I'm not a YouTuber.
No, not yet. No.
I'll tell you what, though, if I don't carry on playing football and I actually do end up retiring, because I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do, by the way, and actually just did YouTube, then I would be like, he basically gave football up to go and be a YouTuber.
Yeah, we're going to recruit you. We need you. You're one of us soon.
All right, sweet.
Not yet, though.
We want you on the shoot tomorrow, by the way, okay? I've got this bonkers idea that I'm going to do involving some really fruity footwear. We know you're into your footwear, and we're going to talk about it in a little bit, because I'm massively into my footwear. Mm-hmm. You've got a footwear company called No Two Ways, and we're going to talk about it in length in a minute. We are a sports podcast though, so we have to touch on sport to start with. Okay, so
it's a good day today.
It's a good day today. Why? Come on, tell me why.
Jesus
has
signed to Arsenal.
Good
today. Well, we already knew it. Do you know what? That's what I don't like about nowadays, though. Everything gets leaked. It was him in a stadium walking around with a number 9
Did you see
shirt.
It? Yeah,
it's everything. Like it takes away the fun. I remember when Sol Campbell got signed to Arsenal, and Arsene Wenger just turned up to a
press conference with him, and he was there.
Yeah.
So you know so this is like, I saw this. I'm the same as you. I saw this on the internet the other day. A picture of Jesus inside the Emirates with an Arsenal shirt on, an Arsenal Jesus shirt on, and they're walking around the outside of the pitch, right? Yeah. At that point, he is already signed and sealed. Do you know that? Yeah. You are not allowed to go and put an Arsenal shirt on a player that plays for Man City on the chance that his medical might fail or something like that. It doesn't happen, all right? So by that point, it had already been signed and sealed. So I saw it and I was thinking, well, he's done then, obviously. He has to be done. But everybody is still going, yeah, but what if it doesn't? What if it's... I'm thinking, come on, guys. They're not that stupid, all right?
Didn't Fabrizio say something like... That's his name, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. The boy.
Didn't he say something like that people were still pursuing him until Sunday or something like that?
Yeah, he did. He kept throwing this kind of stuff out. This is what I'm saying. Once you're at the side of the pitch in the Emirates, you are signed already, yeah? You are. Okay, so...
Or when Peter Odemwingie drove down to a football club. Do you remember?
Yeah, exactly. He wasn't inside the stadium. If you're inside the stadium, then you're done already, all right?
Badly, didn't he?
He was outside the stadium. I've got a funny story about that one time as well. Okay, so big Arsenal fan. Yeah. Last time I didn't see you there, but last time you were at an Arsenal game where I was there as well.
We were enemies.
Yeah,
You
were
weren't having
enemies.
a pint together, were you?
No, we weren't. So
Someone was abusing someone else.
So basically, I was doing my matchday vlog as I always do.
Yeah.
And Chris MD, who obviously again another big Arsenal fan, we asked him if he could just do a bit of a, I don't know what's the word,
Fan
like
cam.
a little vlog.
Yeah, a little mini vlog, a little
Yeah,
fan
yeah.
cam from inside
Such
the stadium.
a good idea, by the way.
It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, it just adds to the video. It's really nice. So we was sat in, I think it's KSI's box, isn't he? So we were sat in there, and he was with you, Toby was there, all that kind of stuff. And that's when it came to Aubameyang's penalty.
Yeah.
Go on, tell the rest from there.
So obviously, super gas is a penalty. Then we realise, oh shit, guess who's in goal? And then
I thought you was going to say, oh shit,
brilliant, guess who's in
I
goal.
thought he was going to say, oh shit, look who's taking
but
it.
it just goes like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You've asked us to film something, so obviously you're going to save the fucking penalty.
It's written.
So it's already written, and you go, and we're shouting. I'm trying to shout as loud as I can. I don't know what I was saying. Probably some
Your shit. Your channel shit.
That's what you were
Was that what
saying.
I was saying?
Right, that's Frank. If you just insert a little audio here,
Yeah,
and we'll hear exactly what Cal was saying.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, okay, I did.
It's coming
say
back
that,
to
yeah. No, I just heard the little clip. I saw the edit. But yeah, no, then it was a fantastic save. You know, it wasn't. You know, he wasn't the best.
Yeah.
He wasn't the best.
He's got a track
yeah,
record of missing a few at least, hasn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah. But in the end, we ended up beating you. What was it?
1-0, yeah.
1-0,
It was,
yeah.
it was Smith Rowe,
Rowe,
weren't
yeah.
he? Kind of, about 15 minutes to go or something, kind of burst our bubble a little bit, didn't it?
And it happened a lot. A lot of teams last season burst our bubble, and then it all ended in fucking tears at the end. So,
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Tell me, what are your thoughts on the Arsenal sort of doing a bit of a Spursy?
Wow. Look, it's super disappointing. It's super disappointing as well that Spurs didn't do the Spurs this time round. But, you know, like, there's a lot of hate that's been going around. I follow a lot of Arsenal supporters, so they like stuff, they retweet stuff, or they say it themselves, where they're just like not believing in Arteta, and it's like you can clearly see what he's got going. Like, it is strong, and they're young players, and you just need to give them time. We can't, this like habit that clubs getting into because of the pressure from fans to kind of sack their manager and then get another one, sack him again. Like, I miss the days of Arsene Wenger.
Solid.
Like, I know he pulled us out of the depths and got us like Premier League, FA Cups, Champions League final as well, right?
Yeah. Barca, yeah. I know, the good old days.
Yeah, that was a bad. I think that was the first ever football match that I started crying to, because it was just a farce. Robin van Persie, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I just miss the days of having someone solid that you could get behind. You come fourth, you come sixth, whatever. As long as there's like constant progression, you're not going down every year.
Yeah.
I'm on board with the manager. So, like, I'm fully behind him, and I just want everyone else to feel the same way.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. The football can't work like that.
Not with social media.
No, that's what it is. That's the difference now.
Yeah.
It's ruined everything.
It is.
It kind of hasn't, because this is what we do at times, but it has ruined everything, hasn't it?
I think there's very few people who can, you know, feel comfortable sitting in the middle of, you know, an opinion anymore.
No.
You're either, and not to get political, but like, you're either on the left, you want Arteta to stay, you're on the right, you want him out.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no one in the middle that's like, oh, let's give him a chance. So
Yeah.
there's very few. People need their opinions and they need their voice heard. And I'm just like, give him a chance.
Yeah.
Just let him live for a little bit and sign some players.
Damn right.
Yeah.
People. I think the thing is, people love to be heard as well.
do.
They do. They want
and
a
everyone
voice.
can be heard now.
Yeah, good, bad, or indifferent.
We always say,
give
don't
me some
we?
attention.
We
Yes.
always say, though, like, with Man City and Liverpool being the way they are and so dominant, look at a team like Arsenal. What is the absolute best they could hope for?
I know.
And realistically,
With budgets and all that kind of
it's
stuff.
third or fourth, isn't
I know.
it? And
At
you
the
did, what was it,
moment,
fifth last season? So you kind of going, they're not a million miles off it, because no one's leapfrogging Liverpool or Man City anytime soon.
No chance.
Are they?
No
Within the next
chance
3 years
they're
at
not.
least.
Well, you don't know what Arsenal are going to do this year, but
With this big boy side in now.
Yeah, right. So quick question then. So when you're in the stadium last
Yeah.
season, giving it dogs to Fozzie and he saves it and stuff. So Chris, brilliant. Chris has been responsible for quite a lot of our subs with the challenge
Yeah, he added
videos.
a lot to
With
it.
the
that.
football videos are sick.
Yeah.
that you guys are made together. I've
Yeah,
watched
he's
them all.
good.
They're great.
Yeah, he's good. He's good value. But he's obviously caught this on camera then. So
Yeah.
you, JJ, Toby, everyone's reactions. What is your perception of like how Ben would react to that? Because after the game, they've lost, he's disappointed or whatever. But then like the next day on the wash up, it's this video is going to bang. Because we've got Callux, KSI, Chris MD's reaction to the goal, and we're going like, this is going to be big for us.
Did it do well in the end?
Yeah, it did well. It did well. We had a period, didn't we, where we had when Watford beat Man United 4-1 and Ollie got sacked.
What a game.
We had Arsenal with the penalty save, and then we had Chris, Toby,
do you know what
Will
it is?
Troost-Ekong, 3 consecutive videos.
It's weird with like, because if you make a video, right, you know what the thumbnail's going to be, you know what the title's going to be, then you go and make the video, right? We're like the Cycling GK videos were the complete opposite. The match is the predictor of what the thumbnail and what the title will be. That's how it works. So if we've got pumped, like most of the time I won't even put the video out. Like if I'll have made a whole vlog, but then we'd have got pumped like 2-3-4-0 or whatever, I'm like, I can't really put this out. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to read the room.
That's something that I wanted to ask you about, like the politics behind that, and like, because isn't it that certain clubs, if you made a piece of content for an actual club like Arsenal, I've heard this happen before, and then they go get battered like 4-5-0 by City, Man United, whoever, then that video has to be delayed until the next week.
For sure, yeah.
So did you have to kind of follow that as well?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. It got like, I always say to you, don't I? Say to everybody, like, listen, I love doing the YouTube and it's fantastic and that, but it doesn't kind of rule my working week, and it doesn't rule my, especially on a match day, I know that once I step over the white line, I'm good to go. That's how it goes. But there is times where you've got to read the room a little bit as well. Like there's a big thing at the minute with Man United, right? So Man United haven't announced any signings or anything like that, but they also haven't announced their new shirt, right? So what they're doing is basically waiting for a new signing so that they can launch the new shirt at the same time, so that they can get seed on
it. And if they put Ronaldo in it.
Exactly, yeah.
And then he might go.
Ronaldo hasn't been back yet. He's been on his holidays, all that kind of stuff.
He missed training today.
Exactly, he missed training today. So even when I was at Man United, right, and if I signed a new contract, I remember I signed a new contract when I was at Man United, right? It was a new 3 or 4 year deal, and the team had just been beaten like the day or two after or before that I signed it, right? And they were like, well, we're gonna this is perfect timing. They literally said that this is perfect timing because we can put this out in the week now, as like, even though we've lost and it's bad news, this is a good news story for you. Do you know what I mean? So
sentiment is so important at a football club.
It's mad, mate.
But you
honestly.
feel it. You must feel it in the stadiums. You're in front of them. I'm in the crowd, so I can. But you go games. So you can hear a shift, can't you?
Oh, massively,
that must be so mad.
This is why, like, even for some of the young footballers, honestly, it's such a friggin', like, it's ups and downs and it's ups and it's down. It's constant, mate. Like, so I'll always say as a goalie, like, never try and get too excited. Don't get too carried away, because like you're never far away from being made to look a dickhead again. Honestly,
it's tricky though with the videos though, because. You're right. It's like you have to read the room, and there were times last season where we didn't put out a video, and it was the right thing to do. You know, the fans maybe were a bit morale was low. The team, you didn't want to just be seen to be flaunting videos when they've just lost. But then at the same time, I'm there going, I've got a video sponsor here, or whatever. So like, I'll have to say to like genuinely, I have to caveat with brands and go, listen, I need it contractually putting in there that we've got the right to pull the video last minute. If they get beat 5-0, we're not putting out a video going, hey, this video is sponsored by whoever.
Manscaped.
Manscaped, Right, anyway, give me a prediction for Arsenal this season where we see them finishing.
I think it's going to be strong. I think what our biggest downfall in January was not signing someone up top. Yeah. And we got lucky with Nketiah coming through and kind of banging in a couple goals, but if we'd have just scored a couple more goals, then we'd have, there was 3 games in a row in it to less than average teams that we lost to. Yeah. And that's when I begged you to
chuck a few in.
I said it with DM being like, yo, please, Chelsea, just do it for us. But in the end, it didn't even bloody matter.
No, I know, yeah.
So this season, I am confident. I was confident last season. I'm confident in Arteta and the team. I think we're going to I think this year, 1 or 2 more signings, this Champions League is going to be, it needs to get rid of these smaller losses that we've had. Just unnecessary, no threat up front, just being like pegged back. As long as we get rid of that and actually go into each game and fight, I think we're going to have a really good season.
Yeah, so back in the Champo then?
Yeah.
What are you saying? Champions League, not Champo. Champions.
Champion.
Yeah, I think that'll be. I think that Jesus signing is massive. Honestly, I think he's massive.
Third, I reckon.
Played well at the end of last season, didn't he?
Mate, he scored 4 past me at the end of the season.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wait, is that one game?
He did in one game.
In one game, yeah.
Oh no!
It was 5 5-1 away at
Good
Man
week
City.
in
He
the
scored 4 of
FPL.
them,
Good
mate.
week in the FPL. That was for him.
He's a joke. Like, honestly, when you get to see him up close and personal, I'm thinking...
Is he really that... Like,
he's brilliant. Yeah, he's brilliant.
because you don't... Because of Man City...
Nah,
he's not the star.
Yeah,
is
he's
he?
not the star, and he'll never be the
no.
star at Man City. But I think at Arsenal, it's literally the perfect relationship. It is. It's a perfect
so.
fit.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. Right, anyway, so we were doing our research on you the other day, okay, right? And we came across this story from your early YouTube days, okay?
yeah.
Right? So I watch a lot of kind of like internet stuff, like videos, viral videos, and I love watching a bit of prank videos here and there. Sometimes some of the prank videos are a little bit close to the bone, where I'm watching and I'm thinking, mate, you need to be careful. Like, you've got to be careful, right? Something happened to you with a prank for a video that you did. Can you tell us exactly what happened?
I think I know the one. There's a couple that I did, that have been out there.
Naughty
but
ones,
I think I know the one. Oh, there's one up on my channel that I don't even know if I should probably like private it when I leave the studio. The one you're talking about is the one with the car, right? When I steal a car. I think that's the one.
Do prank videos get good views, by the way?
Well, this is it. You kind of have... As with YouTube, you have to like adapt and evolve.
Yeah.
So over time, your titles will change, the video concepts will change. There was a time where I just made football videos.
Yeah.
And
because that's what
that
we're
was
banging
it.
at the time.
And they were banging.
Yeah,
You do a crossbar challenge with your boys, and it's 1 million to 2 million to
mad, isn't it?
Right, those were the days you used to be able to title a vlog like VidCon Day 1.
No.
And that was it. Like, it would bang 1 million views. Oh, you're with your mates. But everyone's seen all those. So you just have to adapt and evolve. And that's what happened with prank videos.
Yeah.
With not only me, with everyone. I started off doing public interviews, and then those had to stop. Then I went into pranks, and those had to stop. But I stopped for an interesting reason, I think. And I'll come to the story in a minute. I stopped because everything was going a little bit too far.
Yeah.
And people started faking their pranks. I faked a couple as well. It's what you had to do to kind of keep up with everyone else. Because if you start doing some of this stuff for real, you're actually going to get hurt.
Yeah, proper dangerous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then there's like people going up to people in the hood and stuff in America. I never went that far. I think there's a YouTuber, I think Sam Pepper, he got cancelled for doing a prank, like kidnapped his friend. But then was it real? From a YouTuber's point of view, it wasn't real, but he couldn't come out and say... Anyway, so I stopped in the end, but one of the final videos I think I did was this one, and it was I tied some cans, empty cans, to the back of someone's exhaust while they. I targeted someone in a big Tesco's car park and tied cans to the back of their car, and then when they came back, obviously they were hanging off, and they thought they pulled away. They thought their exhaust had fallen off.
Yeah, like it's dragging on the floor. Yeah, okay.
So they got out of their car.
That's really clever. That's really. If you want to rob a car and that's a really good idea.
Advice for people at home now to learn from this. Yes, you've just learned how to do it. To learn how to
avoid
if you
it.
ever see anything in the street in front of you, if there's a cone been put in front of you in the street, drive over it, drive around it. Don't get out your car, because that happens a lot now. They put cones. It happened to me the other day.
Really?
I just backed up and went the other way. Put 2 cones in the middle of the road, so you're supposed to get out and move them, then your car gets jacked.
No.
Anyway, I did that to this guy. So yeah, he comes out, gets back in his car, drives off, gets out of his car. I hop in. I couldn't
This
drive.
is genuinely all real.
Yeah,
So at this point, when you've jumped in this guy's car, you are kind of half shitting yourself, yeah?
I was absolutely bricking it. But here's the kicker. I can't drive.
Oh, no.
I
Did you not drive?
I couldn't drive at the time.
Is it an automatic?
I don't know.
How did you get away at all?
All I wanted was the shot, so I locked the door. As I closed the door, locked it, but then it wasn't an all-locking system, so he hopped in. I opened the back one, grabbed him in a chokehold. I was like, I'm just recording a video.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
So he's got
Grabs
in,
me out.
starts strangling you.
Yeah, behind the seat. And yeah, I was just like, they're filming. Like, he was really understanding in the end, actually.
Did you have to pay him a few quid or something?
Just spoke to him nicely. I
Yeah.
think
Send him some trainers now, like,
yeah.
yeah.
If you're watching this, I'll send you some trainers.
Mate.
And then there was a bit to it that actually we didn't get the shot, so we had to go and ask him if we could do it again. So it is like half fake, half real. Yeah. It's that video specifically is the one for some reason that's on Google.
I haven't seen it. I can honestly say I've never seen it.
Callum got into some controversy and blah, 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 where he tried to steal a car. That's the one. But then I've done loads more. I've done one where I pretended to get... this is so bad. I pretended to get hurt. I'm not going to say specifically what. I pretended to get hurt when I was jump scaring someone in the street. So I was pranking another YouTuber who was filming it with me, and I jump scared and they attacked me. I went over and the other YouTuber thought it was real, but I just hired an actor. So it was like a double prank.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, so the prank days are over, man. I used to go around like putting speeding tickets on, parking tickets on cars that were just like stopped at pedestrian crossings.
Just to see what they'd do.
Just
get the reaction.
Yeah. I clamped someone's wheelchair while they were in it once. Like, yeah. It's bad, man. I don't miss those days. It's bad. It's
just
bad.
Watching your back all the time.
That video's still online.
That video is online.
I want to watch that tonight. I didn't come across that one.
Yeah. It's bad.
Gone. Them days are finished. Yeah,
those days are finished. I would like them to come back in some respect, but. It needs to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, that's a bit risky, that, mate. Right, we're going to move on to trainers.
Please do.
Yeah, we're going to move on to trainers, to sneakers. If you're listening in America, that's what they might call them over there. Massive trainer fan, mate. All right, massive trainer fan. I've got a big old collection of all sorts.
Really?
Of bits.
How big's big?
It's a decent collection.
Really?
Yeah, it's, I've been collecting trainers for
how many pairs?
To be fair, now I've probably only got about 300 pairs. Now I did, yeah.
You just said. Now I've only got 300 pairs.
I had a bonkers.
But I know how many he sold.
I had a crazy collection.
Kicked off when he moved house last time. His missus put her foot down.
Really?
Yeah, I had to get rid.
Do you have your own room for them?
Oh yeah, they're in the attic. Also, I had loads. Like I had to get rid of them because we basically sold our house. And we moved into a smaller house that we were just renting, and I just couldn't bring them all with me. So I was like, sod it, I'm just going to sell them all. Sell a load of them anyway. A lot of the trainers I sold, honestly, mate. I sold trainers that. If you look on Stockx now, and we'll talk about Stockx in a minute, but if you look on Stockx now, we're selling for $40,000-$50,000, like
what?
Outrageous money, yeah, outrageous
what?
money. Trainers that I bought, like some of the original Nike SB City Pack and stuff like that, like outrageous.
You actually know your trainers?
Yeah, proper.
Wow, you probably know it better than me.
Yeah, I was mad into it, like fully mad into it. I was
Wow.
literally just all day, every day. I was looking on like Sneaker News or Hypebeast or whatever it was. I was on it.
You know those Back to the Future ones you've got?
Yeah.
Are they like real high value still?
Oh yeah, of course.
Like
yeah.
what would they be worth now?
They're, I don't know, maybe 15,000, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, like really good collection, like really. Like, but some of the ones I let go, mate. Honestly, whoa, crazy.
Oh my God.
So anyway, you've started your own sneaker company. No two ways. You've been good enough. I've got to say, good enough because they are beautiful, mate. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, have a look at these little bad boys.
Thank you.
These are the triple blacks, yeah.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
And they are so comfy, mate.
Thank
right?
you.
So
Thank
you've
you.
sent me 3 pairs so far. I've got to say, I absolutely buzz off them. Love them.
Well, thank you for wearing them firstly. And I just out of the studio just now, I asked you, I was like, honestly, because I do this with everyone because this is the first time we properly met as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was like, what don't you like about them?
Yeah.
Honestly, you're not going to offend me. What don't you like about them? And you just said nothing.
No, there's nothing I don't like. There's nothing I don't like.
As a real 300 pair, 1,000 pair sneakerhead, that is a massive
You'll take
compliment.
that.
Yeah,
so yeah, like I say, the thing I love about sneakers is, right, I love getting them out of the box, and first of all, you're smelling them, you're sniffing them, and then you're looking at the materials, yeah, you're looking for a bit of suede, you're looking for little different contrasts and stuff, what might pop with other colours and all that kind of stuff. The beauty of these is you have not skimped on any materials whatsoever. So straight away, I'm looking at thinking, oh, he's doing it properly then. Like, you are doing it properly. Yeah. And they are beautiful, mate. So anyway, how do you go from doing what you do for the day job into starting your own successful, and you've only been going, what, less than a year?
A year and a half now.
A year and a half, and you are doing really well with them. They are everywhere, but you're seeing them on everybody. How do you go from one to the other?
Yeah, it's a pretty mad story, to be honest. I was just going around telling my friends, oh, I really want to start like a sneaker brand. And they were like, oh, okay, cool. You know, like, yeah, we'll see. Like, just like, it's an idea. Yeah. Like, we come up with loads of ideas. Whether it's your fellow YouTube friends, it's an idea every day. So I actually had a really nice conversation with Vic the other day. He was like, I remember when you talked about starting it, and it's so cool now to see it here.
Yeah.
It's that those moments that you have to remember.
It is cool, isn't it? Yeah.
Anyway, so I saw that no one was doing it, was number one. really hard, really expensive is what I heard from people when I was just going around asking people. Yeah. I knew that I didn't really have that much of a design bone in my body. So I knew that I had to get someone on board. And I was going around asking companies, and I had people come around to my house, like CEOs of other companies, like footwear or clothing companies, to collaborate with to make something. Because I didn't want to just get a shoe from like Alibaba and put like Callux on the side or No Two Ways on the side. Everything had to be thought about, and I wanted it to not just add to an already kind of like full and already like oversaturated. There. An already oversaturated market. So I kept asking around, and in the end I found this guy called Rocky Rockwell Princely, who's an absolute genius, and then co-founded the company with him. And then it took kind of 7 or 8 months to learn about shoes, like complete, because I'd collected as well, not as big as your collection. Yeah. But then he taught me everything from the thumbnail stage down to the next, down to sustainable trends, what's going to be happening in 2 years, like when we need to, because we're actually really fast. We can turn around a shoe in about 100 days.
What, from sort of idea to actual execution? Yeah,
maybe a bit longer. If it's sampled, if we already have the sample and it's made, then 90 days is when we'll have the shipment in the UK, which is like super fast. Yeah. It's like almost revolutionary, because most companies are like 1 to 2 years that they're ordering. So you have to work out what the trends are a year, and so so anyway,
that's hard in itself. Whereas you can sort of roll with the changes when they come.
Exactly, yeah. So I saw something the other day, and I was like, "That is so sick. That's going to catch on. We should go and sample that." Yeah. And now, you know, we're in a it's been designed at the moment, this idea, but I think it will do really well. Anyway, so yeah, it's, to be honest, I knew I wanted to do something that was outside of like the YouTube sphere. I knew that I don't want to spend forever on camera, and I need things that are going to outlast me. And then I've always wanted to own like a fashion brand. Yeah. So it's like you put all of these things together, and how hard it is, and how, for whatever reason, I love to like take risks, and I don't like money sitting in my bank account. I like it like out there working, and not like in the footsie or, you know, in the sort of ISA or whatever in a house. No, let's take a jump. And that's why I've got, you know, a couple of businesses now that are like running on their own. And we'll see what happens in the end.
That saves you making YouTube videos when you're 50, doesn't it?
Yes, I'm hoping so. Although, you know what, I've been thinking recently, a nice little like family vlogging channel actually would be quite good. Yeah, it would, quite cute. I watched a couple recently. I'm like, oh god, is this because I've turned 30 or because they're actually good videos? Fuck. Yeah. But my kids do not want to go on YouTube ever, really? Mate, ever. No, they don't want it. They don't like it. They don't want to come on the videos. Like, so, I did one on Christmas Day once where I was doing the Christmas Day dinner, and I just said, everybody say hello. My daughter was like pulling out them, thinking, oh, for God's sake. So there's no chance in my family of ever doing that. I've got to say, when I was younger, right? So like I say, I've always loved sneakers. My brothers love sneakers. They got me into it, right? I used to design my own trainers all the time. So I would always just like take a silhouette of a trainer. It was always like a Nike Air Max 1 or something like that, and then I would just try mad colours on it and stuff like that. So I at some point along the way, I guarantee you, I was thinking, I'd love to start a trainer company. I'd love to, and you've done it in real life, mate. It's absolutely banging. It's honestly mad. And so what you're saying is that, you know, in a couple of years, 5-10 years, you're going to come and work with me, right?
Well, is there any chance I can buy some shares in this company or something like that? Because if I can get on board with No Two Ways, I swear, because I love the way that you're doing it, mate.
It's like that, isn't it?
I do. I love the way you're doing it. You see them everywhere.
That's honestly very kind.
But they're beautiful trainers, mate. They are. They're beautiful trainers. I said to you earlier, I love getting a pair out. And you smell them.
Apparently ours is quite a unique smell as well. Beautiful. It's like quite punchy, but quite nice.
Yeah, you know, you can see. Yeah. So I've got, like I said, I've got, we were talking earlier about the Jordan Dior's, like the blah, blah, and I've got both of them at home. I've got the highs and the lows. And the thing with these trainers are, they are trainers, but they're works of art at the same time, right? You pull them out, and straight away the smell hits you. You've got to take them out of like proper bags and stuff like that. You get all these little like utensils with it and stuff like that, little keychains, spare inner soles,
spare laces,
like proper waxy nice.
It's all about
laces.
The experience, isn't it? It's all about the experience.
It's beautiful.
You're going to spend money like that. You want the bells and whistles.
What's interesting is the trainers. I'm going to subtly plug the trainers that I'm wearing right now. These are all white ones.
Yes.
is the exact same leather as the trainers that you were just talking about. So those Dior Jordan 1s, these are made out of the exact same leather.
My
and yet
gosh.
these are, what are those retail? Did you
I think they were 2.5 retail, and at resale now they're about 10 grand each.
which is nuts, because same leather, like exactly the same leather, and we're selling it for 110.
Mate.
And that's not me going, oh yeah, like I know I'm not a Jordan or a Dior, like we're no two ways, we're a year old.
But your principles are...
But like, if you just keep creating, I believe if you keep creating quality products, then you're going to make it in the end.
Yeah.
Like, people will just start believing in the brand, and then, you know.
Oh, I've got a saying for you.
Hit me.
And do you know what the company saying was? Do you know Pin Golf Clubs?
Yeah.
His saying was, Carsten, his name was something, whatever. His saying was, people will always pay premium prices for premium products.
Right.
And it's true, isn't it? That's
Of
it.
course.
If you've got a premium product, don't matter, people will pay it for it.
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it? Nice way to be, though, that.
But that's interesting. Well, like, I will get there. Like, I do want a couple of like really premium things that are sold at a premium retail price.
Yeah.
But at the moment, the fun is making a premium product and then selling it for the same as like a NMD or like any shoe in JD Sports that's between like 80 and 150, right? Like, we could sit along those and happily on that wall be the most durable, highest quality, most comfortable shoe that you can buy on that wall.
When you've got a new release going out, is it like a massive buzz? Is it like, people are going to love this?
Everyone knows when you've got a new release coming out.
Yeah,
because you've been so smart with your influencer marketing.
It's so mad. There's like, I feel like that we've attacked like every single vertical that we could and trying to go on like 100%. So it's like our like friends and family list. I don't mind I just want people to wear them.
Yeah.
So if you just got them and wore them, I'd probably have preferred that to you because you were really nice. You put it in the video, right?
Yeah.
But if I just saw you snapped in a pic wearing them, that I'd have got more out of that than I would have you putting it in the video.
That's so cool. If somebody's off their own back wearing them,
wearing them. So if you're like, I'd love a pair, like, cool, like, get out there. But the influencer list has been like really strong just because of that. And I think a lot of people would kind of, well, I work with this guy called Richard, who's been like my mentor, and you know, he co-founded After Party Studios with me, and now works with me on No Two Ways. And I worked for him like 10 years ago. It's like this. He's been there for me throughout the entire time. He obviously sees the P&L and he's having it. I saw yesterday, he was like, we need to talk about the friends and family list. I was like, yeah, we can talk about it, but not much is going to change because I just want people to be wearing them.
I told you he was the savviest YouTube businessman out there. I told you.
Mate, I agreed.
I'm literally hanging off every word he says.
I agreed,
mate.
and I tell you
it's
what,
incredible.
I tell you what, because you're a creator, you understand the power of the reach of YouTubers and creators. Like you look at the big brands, and don't get me wrong, I know there's a place for billboards and adverts on mainstream TV, but I think there are still a lot of big brands out there that don't understand that if you pick the right 10, 12, 20 creators, the reach is ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is it, like I was saying with your product, like, you know when something's dropping because anyone in the YouTube world, they're wearing them, they're posting about them. And I know you're not going to be paying them 50 grand a pop for it because they're your pals.
I'm super lucky. But like that, like they don't even have to post them. We're like 8, 9, 10 drops in now. I don't even know. Is it 9? I think 9 drops in. And like, they're still posting. Simon still posts on his story. It's like, wow, like, you're such a good friend.
Yeah, it's nice.
Like, you're such a nice guy for doing that because you don't have to. Yeah. Like, the audience are kind of, are they bored of seeing it now? They know the shoes are going, they're already following if they care, but they still do it.
But that's like that crazy ecosystem of creators, though. We were talking about it on the train down, and we were like, because you and your mates, like 10, 12 of you, you're so tight, whatever one of you launches something or drops a new video or collabs with something, you know that the rest of you will get behind it. And it's so powerful, isn't it?
Yeah, like whenever anyone gets like, well, recently it's been like people getting engaged and like having kids and stuff.
That's it,
but like say like JJ's boxing match, like you'll see it in the feed and then it will be on absolutely everyone's story. Yeah. And it's like you almost can't miss it. It's like, at all.
Do you know, like, it's what you said there about Vicstar though, where he says, I remember when you were actually talking about it. He can see the hard work that you put into it, the vision, the idea, and then it's almost like a proudness. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not being weird or soppy or anything, but it is like,
Yeah.
it's nice to see your mates do well, isn't it? It's really nice to see your mates do well.
But to answer your question earlier, like about the drop, like the drops used to be fun, and now it's like stress. But main things like getting the number right, because we order so far in advance. Like, are they going to like the colorway?
Yeah.
Okay, they like the colorway, so we'll order a couple more. But we don't want to order too many because we like the fact that we sell out, and it's good for the brand, and it gives us a resale price on Stockx and so on. And then it's like, what sizes do we get? Because if it's a black shoe, is it going to have more male buyers? If it's a white shoe, is it going to have more female? Should we skew lower? So we've like worked with algorithms and like done polls for people's sizes, and you can never get it right.
You're going to start getting into kid sizes and all that kind of stuff?
Not yet.
What's the smallest size you do at the minute?
A 3.
A 3. Oh, they're kind of kid sizes, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're juniors, aren't they?
So nice.
Yeah.
Like the small shoes of ours look so good.
Yeah.
Looks so
it's
good.
because you've got all that quality just crammed into, so it pops, innit? It's beautiful.
Yeah. I think the smaller trainers are my favourite. Yeah, I kind of wish I was like a size 5.
Mate,
I think that's like the right size.
We were joking about Chris MD earlier. I think he's still in kid sizes, isn't he?
Ben, tell the story. So we're doing
Chris.
We're doing a video, aren't we, with him tomorrow? Tell him the story when he thought you were on the wind up.
Right. So I had this idea a few weeks ago about buying these naughty Adidas Gucci loafers, right? Then doing a football video with the likes of Chris MD and a few of the other lads that are good on YouTube, are good at football. I thought, but instead of wearing their football boots, kind of swap them and make them wear these naughty loafers. Yeah, they're naughty loafers.
Horrible.
It's got to be said, right?
Call them naughty.
They are naughty. So anyway, I thought we booked in this video shoot. It's going to happen. I thought, surely if I order a few pairs of size 10, it'll be fine, kind of thing. Yeah, everybody's about size 8, 9, or 10, or 11, or something. So you can cram in a few extra pairs of shots. Yeah.
No, let's not skip past that. 750.
750.
Yeah.
I'll order a few pairs.
That's what it's like when you're on a weekly salary for fucking 20 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Right. Anyway,
moving on.
So we bought them for the company anyway. Shut up anyway. So they're £750 each. These naughty trainers, right? Naughty shoes. They look a little bit like Adidas Copa Mundials, yeah, but Gucci take on it, right? So they've got a heel and all sorts.
Picture on screen now.
So anyway, I bought some size 10s, yeah, because everybody can fit. So I thought anyway, I'll just text Chris MD just to make sure he's not a 13 or you know what I mean. Mate, he's come back and he's gone, "You having a wind up?" And I'm thinking, what have I hit a nerve on the? Do you know what I mean? What?
Who have you been speaking to?
He's size 6. I was like, oh no! So I had to get back on the Adidas Gucci website, order another pair of size 6s, another 750 quid down the frigging drain. Anyway, it'll be a banger video.
I heard
anyway.
You've got space now for one more creator to come along. And
Exactly.
Yes, we have.
I might come along. Maybe.
Do we know it? Do we know anybody that's not particularly brilliant at football?
There's a size
you're
10.
sitting in front of someone right now. That is a size 10
What
shoe.
size are you? 10? Yeah,
I'm a
perfect.
size 10.
There you go. I've got a pair waiting for you. All right.
I'll see you there tomorrow.
This video's going to be
How
a
weird is
banger.
that? We never meet and then we see each other 2 days in a row.
I know, yeah.
It's meant to be.
Brilliant.
Beautiful. I love it. Yeah, talk to me about Stockx then. So obviously, anybody that's into their sneakers or on Stockx, what's it like for you when you see your trainers getting resold on there?
Absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
It's unreal. It's the biggest compliment I think that like anyone can pay you, really. Well, the compliment is like getting on the site so that StockX actually think you're worth being on the site.
Acknowledge you.
Yeah, that's number one. And then seeing like the first pair of trainers, there was only 750 made. And there's like 3 up and like the minimum's like $1,000 or something.
No.
Well, they keep
They're the ones
changing
Jamie
them.
had on earlier.
No.
We didn't get the original. We didn't get the OG pair. We didn't.
No. I barely have the OG pair. I've got like 2 warm pairs and I think 1 normal one left.
Nice.
So I'm like, oh God, I need to keep that normal one like
pristine,
fresh.
box fresh.
Yeah.
Wrapped up.
Owner's
stock.
edition as well. Come on, I can call
Owner's
myself
edition.
Yeah. That's what you need, the little, some kind of little...
Oh, yeah, you do it like that. Little inside, it's all called Friends and Family normally. Nike do like a Friends and Family release.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they'll give like proper sample ones out and stuff like that. Nice ones.
Yeah, we get sample printed in the back of our shoe on
Yeah.
all the legitimate samples, but I thought it might actually be quite nice to put something else there.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
a good idea. Yeah.
Personalisation.
But, being on StockX is incredible. And then like seeing people actually like, I get it up now as I'm speaking, but people are actually buying them and for like mad premiums. And I don't think, I didn't create the business for that to happen, but it's just happened over time. And I think it's like, it's just a massive compliment.
I saw you send a tweet to somebody the other day. Somebody put a picture of their trainers and you put, it's £1,000 pair of trainers there.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mate, I've always
you see everything. I got
it.
signal down here. Yeah, they were, and they looked fresh. That's why I replied. I was clean, like, holy shit, those are clean. But they're probably worth even more than that. I don't know what size it was, but... And then we released Pink the other day.
Yeah.
So really didn't have many. It was just like a nice little... It's actually called Sakura CS, so it's like a Callux sample, but we didn't really shout what CS meant.
Yeah.
Because it was just an
CS
idea.
Callux sample, yeah.
Yeah, it was just an idea we had, like... And then sold out in whatever, like 20 seconds, because there weren't that many at all. And then two people
sold out in 20 seconds.
Yeah,
genuinely.
Apart from like a size 6 or size 3 stayed up there for a minute.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. And then I went on there a week later, and 2 have been bought. One for $850 and one for $650. I was like, Rocky, have you seen this? It's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
$850 for a pair of my shoes.
Doing a bit.
That was sold for, those were sold at a bit of a premium, $150. But yeah, to answer your question, it's nuts, but it's such a massive compliment, and it's like, Callum, you're doing the right thing, just keep going.
Yeah, you are, mate. Honestly, I wish you all the best with it. Well, I do wish you all the best, because I want to buy some shares in this company, all right?
We are actually raising some money soon.
I'm getting involved,
We
mate,
are
right?
actually raising some money soon.
As long as I'm on that friends and family list, send me, please. I do.
Okay, all right, noted. It's a massive compliment.
No, I'm not.
This is the first time you met me, you're asking to invest in my business.
I'm not even joking. I was, as soon as I heard that you're going to do something, I was thinking, yeah, I want in on this, because I know, like, when I see a nice trainer, you just know, mate. It's really, really good. Sorry, where are we going? I was just buzzing off trainers here.
No, well, this is it's amazing, because like as a like yourself, Ben, content creators, it's great, because obviously if you release merch or something like that, you know, Callux, Fozcast, whatever it might be, it's great. But the reality is you can't sell it, can you? I'm not saying that you want to, but having a standalone brand, we've talked about it, like with goalie gloves, with various different things. That's
hard
the
work,
key, isn't
though.
it?
You can see the work you put into it, mate. Honestly,
It's
buzzing
so
for you.
hard.
Absolutely.
And what
buzzing
about your other business interests? So you started After Party Studios in what, 2016?
Something like that.
Yeah, can you tell us a bit
You've
about
got
that
better
then?
memory than me.
I've written it down this morning, mate.
Why are you giving me
Yeah,
the
no,
nigger?
I'll believe you,
Right.
then I'll believe you. Yeah, originally started it out just because I saw that YouTube was going in a direction of like making premium content.
Yeah.
So people started buying like real cameras and stuff, and it was getting real. So I was like, I met this amazing now director, but used to shoot my videos for me. He's called Ben Doyle Rubber Duck. Incredible. Makes all my No Two Ways films now, directs them all. So met him like on a KFC shoot, and then obviously Richard, who I mentioned earlier, who I'd met at a YouTube network, worked for him. So it was us three basically at the start, and then decided to turn this. We were already trying to make higher quality videos, but we thought we'd turn it into something a little bit more professional. So it was After Party Studios was founded, and then people started coming to us to start make their branded videos for them, and then the next thing that happened was like KSI and I were sat down one day, and I was like, "Is anyone filming your boxing career? Like at the start of it?" He was like, "No."
Documenting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, "No." Sorry, he said no. So I was like, "Can I?" He was, "Yeah, sure, let's do it." So got Ben to go down and basically film with him every single day on the entire camp up to Joe Weller, and then the camp up to the Logan Paul fight.
Yeah.
And
how hard does he work for these warm-up fights, by the way? How hard does he work for these warm-up fights? Sorry, for these fights, sorry. How hard does he put it in? Does he put it in proper, yeah?
At the moment, yes, in general before, but at the moment it's nuts.
Really?
It's honestly, I went to one of his training sessions the other day because I wanted to record a little clip with him, watched him. He's on the assault bike and he has to get carried off it in the end after doing like a massive circuit for half an hour, non-stop. Stick him on that to finish his legs because apparently his legs are really strong. That's what his trainers said.
Yeah.
Stick him on that, and he was like screaming in pain.
Just
and
putting it in, though, just doing it.
It's
I love that.
That dude is a dog.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
It's good at it.
Is that where you got his? Is that when you got his bandana and sold it?
Yeah. That was it.
I watched that video last night. It was class.
But even at the end of that, he's like a little bit dead. He's like, yeah, take it. But what he'd just been through, I'd have been on the floor like asleep. It's nuts. That kid is a beast.
I love that.
So how do you know all the boys? Because obviously certain guys went to school together, etc. How do you know the Sidemen boys, Cal Freezy? Because I know you used to live with Harry and Cal. Is that right?
Yeah. So I lived with them for like 7 years, I think.
Wow. Okay.
But everyone kind of just met through doing what they did. So it's almost like everyone went to a separate school and then met at uni. But not really. Uni was like YouTube.
Yeah, okay.
And so everyone's off in their own lanes making their videos, and then you'll start tweeting someone, or you'll be like, let's start a Skype group chat, which I think was originally what we had.
Mental.
And we'd like hop in calls every single night, and then someone new would get added, and someone new. And so originally, like, I think way before the Sidemen was actually the Sidemen, I used to play games with like Josh, who was it? KSI, Vicstar, maybe Cal as well. There's one video that I remember where we were just trolling KSI on Minecraft. And then like from there, it's just like evolved. You meet new people. Ethan comes in, Harry comes in. And as long as you're all nice and get along, it just sticks, because you've all got this vested interest in making the best videos possible. And, you know, making videos in a group is so much easier than making them on your own as well. So it kind of just happened organically, and it's like, we should move into a house together. So like a couple of the Sidemen did, 4 of them. Vic, Josh, was it Simon? I can't even remember now.
Frank, who's editor, will be watching it, and he will have just named all 4 of them dead quick before you.
Yeah, I know, way quicker. I can't even remember now. It's so long ago. And then it was, me, Cal and Harry lived together for like 6-7 years. And now we're here. Like, we call ourselves the Troops, I guess is what the group chat is. You got to call it something. And 7 Sidemen, Cal Freezy, Callux and Randy. Yeah, so all organically really, but it's something like quite beautiful about that, in that we all get on and all have a good time and all have the greater goal of like sharing knowledge that we have and bringing each other to the top. And that's
the
what's
audience,
happened so far.
Audience are so invested in you. But like we were chatting earlier on, and you were saying about like family channels, and but you can see the evolution of like
100%.
Like me and Fozzie, we're a bit older, like 38, 39. But you can see now you're into the season of everyone's getting engaged or having kids, and it's like your audience are just along that journey with you, aren't they? For all of you.
Yeah. It is really it's really cool to be able to like look around the group and go like, you're killing it, you're killing it, you're killing it. Like we're all just killing it.
Everyone is, It
is absolutely nuts in like their own ways, whether it's JJ with everything. Or like, me with the shoes, or, Freezy with the podcast stuff. It's really strong.
Good, isn't it?
And but it's testament to everyone's like drive that they just won't settle with making easy YouTube videos.
Yeah.
They want to go and push on and get to the next level.
It's nice.
One thing I do have to say actually on the topic is like, I don't think people realise now, I've said this quite a lot recently, but I want to say it on here. I think some of the world's greatest entrepreneurs are going to come out that are already YouTubers, and people don't realise it. And there isn't enough money, or people aren't investing in actual YouTubers and their ideas. Because I think we're just built so different in that we had to like market, edit, ideate, do everything for a video. We did absolutely everything.
You touched everything
from raising
along the way.
levels on a singular clip and taking it into on the audio, taking it into After Effects because you just want to add a little bit of text to the top corner. We've done it all, but when you look at TV, it's like you've got an actor, you've got a director, you've got a producer, you've got an editor.
Yeah.
We've done it all, so there's like...
Yeah, but the thing is, they lose, every time it gets past to they lose a little bit of something.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They do, and it means that like you've had to problem solve in like 100 different parts of your brain along the way. And I think that those skills are skills you just cannot teach. Yeah. You just have to live it. So it feels like it's like years of experience that have been like pumped into our brains in such a small amount of time. So I think that some of the world's greatest entrepreneurs are going to be YouTubers in like 5 or 10 years.
Totally agree. We've been saying it. We've been saying it for a while. Like since we've come into like this world, and you work for a big company or whatever, and everyone does their bit, don't they? And unless you own the business or a stake, director or whatever, a lot of people care, but they'll just do their bit. And like with the YouTube world, they have to produce, like edit, post, absolutely everything. And you're totally right.
Mate, the amount of times we've had like sponsored videos or whatever, and they've sent us a script or a brief, and
Kill me,
mate. And I see this,
and you're like,
Tom, what the hell? That's so like, it's not me. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't do that. It's so weird. Like, even the person watching it on YouTube is going to go, "This is so weird." Like, why don't we just do our own take on it?
Look at it, right? So look at it, right? A brand will go, I want to identify Ben Foster, Callux, right? We want to do a video with them because they're brilliant creators and they get really great views and great content. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put them a brief together and we'll tell them how to create their content. And you're just there going, no, let the creators create, right? As long as they're not saying that your product shit or this, that, or you've got a key selling point and they've misworded
so you're going to do a good job, aren't you?
Do you know what I mean, though? There's one thing I really don't get, but I feel really passionately about it. Is some of the best people we've ever worked with, and I've done Heineken, corporate jobs kind of thing. The best people have been YouTubers, like so smart. We had I'm Alex in last week, young lad, and I was like, we left the studio and go, he's a smart lad, proper clued up. And you go, and he's 23. Well, I was like, I'd have my finger.
Is Alex 23?
Yeah, he's 23, mate.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean?
I didn't even know that.
Mate, clever guy. I think he might be the world's best talker.
Really?
Full stop.
He can chat.
Full stop. He can chat. Full stop, mate. If there was nobody else in this room, just him, he could talk. And he would be incredible.
Really good.
Well.
He's really
and
good.
I want to listen to it. He's so good.
Yeah, but you look at the YouTubers and what they're doing. Like KSI, obviously, he's just an absolute beast, and he's just everything he touches turns into gold. But you look at each individial person, what they're doing with their business endeavours, and you kind of think, they're just
it's nice. Right, we've got some questions. Okay,
hit me.
Who is the funniest YouTuber? The funniest guy in the YouTube space that you've come across?
Stephen Tries.
Yes.
Followed by a close second of Nico.
Yes. Is he funny? Is he like when he get?
You can just see it, like the way his brain ticks. Like it's unreal. I've known about him since, mate. He made a bunch of videos, and then he uploaded one, and I was like, mate, you are going to be a star.
You got it.
And we met a couple times after that, and I kept saying to him, I was like, just keep going. And he probably already had it in his head. He's like, oh, this fucking old head trying to tell me what to do.
Oh boy.
But he had it, and I knew he had it from day one. He's so smart and he's so witty, he's so funny.
His videos
I showed one of his videos to a real life friend of mine the other day. We call them real life friends, not YouTube.
I was going to say,
real life friend. One that isn't really like accustomed to YouTube videos or watching YouTube content, and they were engrossed. They couldn't switch off.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, followed him on Instagram.
Nice.
And I was like, that is the sign of a good, witty, funny, incredible YouTuber.
Yeah.
As another YouTuber, though, do you kind of partly look at it and go, wow, that's absolutely incredible, but there must be an element where the community are going, this guy is setting the bar so high for other YouTubers, this is making it difficult.
I know.
Yeah, I think you are correct, but I think personally, and very personally, I know that I have the ability to make a good video when I have a good idea. The ideas are what I struggle with now at the moment, and need to sort that problem out. But I think when it gets into like making a video, whether it's I tried to beat KSI's running time 2 years ago. I'm really proud of that video. Spent a long time editing it, and we've got a couple of ideas coming up because I've only
What do you mean running time? What was it?
Oh, sorry, just
what distance?
It was 5Ks.
Oh, come on, talk to me because I've started running. All right, I've never ran in my life. Right, no, listen, right, I've never ran in my life. Yeah, I'm a 39-year-old. Goalkeeper. I'm goalkeeper, right? No,
Premier League footballer.
No chance, mate. Goalkeeper isn't a footballer. No chance, right? Goalies just try and get in the way.
Up.
We're spoilers and we try and get in the way, right? So anyway, I've never ran because I've always had bad knees and stuff. So I've had an operation on my knees. So I was like, just running it for me. That's why I do a lot of cycling. Okay, but I've been on holiday recently, Barbados, a few other bits and bobs, right, where the bike in the gym was just brutal. And I thought, sod it, I'm going to give running a go. I'm just going to start running. And no joke, in the last 6 weeks, I have ran pretty much every day, right?
Really?
Every day. I've absolutely buzzed off. I'm awful at it, yeah? Brutal, in fact. I guarantee you've got a faster time than me.
No,
but
mate, you're so
guarantee
much taller.
you,
your gait is massive.
No. I'm brutal, mate, honestly. I'm not a runner. I'm not built for running. I did 5K last Saturday, right? Yeah. Fastest one I've ever done, yeah? It's the worst time. It's so bad, yeah? So bad, right? And it killed me. I always wear heart rate monitor, everything, so I track everything, right?
Yeah.
And it was 22 minutes, 59 seconds, yeah?
Okay.
I was double proud of myself, right? Double proud of myself.
So that's a quick time.
For me it is, yeah, for sure, for me, yeah? So go on, tell me.
So the time I had to beat was 22:30.
He's going to go home tonight. He will go home tonight.
I will.
But if you did that last Saturday, this Saturday you do 22:30. 100%.
Yeah, I think now.
Did you have your backpack on and was it?
No. It was a flat road. I found a flat road and I just went bang, 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 up and down it a couple of times. This will make me try and beat that though. You know that.
Yeah,
I am that competitive. It's a joke.
It was a hard bloody video. So my time on the first of the month was 36 minutes.
Yeah, for the first ever 5K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I was like 34, 32, 30.
Nice.
I had 28 days to beat his time. So it actually isn't possible. Like I put a thread on Reddit to ask them what could I do to kind of get through.
Yeah.
They were like, it's not possible, you shouldn't, you're going to injure yourself. I did injure myself, but I kept going because I had to make this bloody video. So he said, if you beat my 5K time in a month, I'll give you 10 grand. So I was like,
I've got to try at least. Yeah.
Sweet, got to go for it. So I trained pretty much every single day, made a whole video off the back of it. And in the end, I couldn't beat his time without cheating, in quotation marks. I had to run downhill.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't.
But there was no
stipulations.
Specify. Yeah. Just had to run 5,000 meters in 22:28 or something like that. And I was running sub 20, and then it got to like 4.2k, and I just started dying. My heart rate was 204.
What?
My heart rate was 204. 204.
And you're what, like 30? When was the video?
It was 2 years ago.
Mate, that's outrageous. That's
you
close
should be,
to the edge.
You should be what, 185 max-ish?
You should be dead is what you should be. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I had to stop because my like organs were like failing.
Yeah.
So I stopped, and I had like GB Runner with me, and it like such a good bit in the video where he's like, "Come on, Callum, come on, you can do it. You just have to walk." And then he's just shouting in my ear, shouting. He's basically running backwards the entire time while speaking to me and keeping up, and I'm there dying. Anyway, after I stop, I start up again, and I broke his record by like a couple of seconds.
I love that.
Was that downhill?
It was downhill for the first. It was like half a kilometre flat, downhill 3.5, and then a kilometre flat. Yeah. And I died at the beginning of that kilometre flat.
How have we got to that from asking who the funniest YouTuber is?
I don't know. But it happens. Nico.
Okay, yeah, that was it, Nico.
And Stephen.
What is the best advice you'd give to a younger Callum?
Oh, God.
Like a young growing up, 13, 14, 15-year-old Callum.
So not even to do with like, it's life advice?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we like it. We like a bit of deep sometimes.
Oh, okay. So 13, 14 is a bit young. They won't even, I'm just going to say it. Time is the only thing that you have. So don't waste your time on doing things that aren't good for you, that aren't growing yourself, or people that aren't good for you and aren't growing yourself. Now that's tricky when you're at school. That's a bit young.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that if you're 18, 19. So time, and then time, because I value my time a lot, or I try to, because it's so busy. So I've really started to think about it more recently. So with that, things and people, but then also if you are that age, have a real think about whether you want to go to university or not, because it's not always a good idea. I went for a year, I was studying English Lit and Drama, and I dropped that to do YouTube. My mum absolutely fucking hated me for doing so, but now is a tiny bit happier with the success that's happened since. But uni's not for everyone, and I think that you need to find out one way or another, and I don't know how. You need to find out what kind of brain you have. Because at school, I couldn't apply myself. Yeah. I find out 3 years ago I have ADHD. That's when I'm 27.
I honestly think a lot of people in this have got ADHD. I've got definitely on the spectrum of ADHD.
I think
1,000,000%.
So many people are.
You're definitely. Without that. No, he is. And I'm not being a dick.
Hey, I think it's one of my biggest skills, for sure.
Have you not noticed in the podcast when something comes in his head, it has to exit his mouth like now? Like right now.
I think it's an incredible skill to have. I really do.
I think it helps and hinders you. Like it helps you in so many ways, in that like your head's always bouncing, but then if you need to apply yourself to something, then you won't be able to. You like or the opposite, you can hyperfocus.
Yeah.
So hyperfocus, I love it when I get into hyperfocus. That's amazing. Get stuff done.
Time zips by as well.
Yeah, but you know, I take medication for that sometimes now. Like a pop a pill in the morning, helps you, just focus for like 7 or 8 hours. But you need to work out what type of brain you have, because I don't think I was fully catered. I don't think my creative brain was catered for at school, and therefore you're pushed along the way, and you're going to waste time doing things that are not good for you or that you shouldn't be doing when you could be doing something else.
Yeah.
So I think people just need to put in some effort. I don't know how you find out what kind of brain.
Yeah,
Can you go?
I don't think, like, you're right. I don't think the school systems.
It's an outdated system, isn't it?
Is it like a Facebook quiz? I mean, yeah, Facebook quiz.
Which mountains do you prefer?
Yeah, which Harry Potter character are you?
There probably is some mad algorithm out there that can predict it.
Yeah, but it's the school.
It's an outdated system, mate. School is an outdated system.
It is.
Can I ask you then? So you said you've been thinking a lot recently about time. We're similar. I think it's the bit. Why now have you started thinking about how you spend your time? Why right now?
Because only recently have I actually failed to be able to do stuff in a day because I've run out of time.
Yeah.
So, like, I shot before this for a couple, gym in the morning. I shot before this, like an O2 Ways film. Now I'm here, and then I'm going to dinner afterwards. There's stuff that I cannot do today because I can't be on my phone now doing it while I'm speaking to you.
Yeah,
Number one, it'll be rude. And two, I've got ADHD, so I just can't do that. But like, do you know, so things just can't be done. So I need to structure better is number one. And then like, time's all you have.
Yeah.
You got 8 years. So if you had a clock on your wrist telling you how many seconds you had left, you wouldn't do half the shit that you do.
Yeah,
so you need to start thinking like that.
It's hard to get. It's hard when you get caught
really
up in
hard.
it. Like,
It's a good answer, that. What a good answer.
You've been like lately. It's time. It is time. Like lately, we've been that busy. I'm like in a circle almost, and I'm like, I know I need to make time. You have to make it because if you don't, you'll just continue, won't you?
Exactly.
On the same path, and it's.
And one more thing to add to that as well: surround yourself.
This is a really good answer.
Surround yourself with good people.
Yeah. True.
Surround yourself with good people because and be nice. Be nice, work hard is kind of a ethos that me and the peeps at After Party have.
Yeah.
Be nice.
You said earlier on. You said earlier on about employing and having people that are. What word did you use? Cleverer than you.
Yeah.
They might be cleverer, but they're probably not smarter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
But I think I have a very individual set of skills. So if
What's
I do
the guy
that,
out of Taken? Who's the guy out of Taken?
I've got a very
Liam Neeson.
specific set of skills.
All right, Liam Neeson, calm it down, yeah?
I'm about to make a really poignant point there, and you just shat Liam Neeson on it. Come on.
No, but
ADHD?
shit, what was I going to say? Fuck.
It's a unique set of skills. You'll hunt someone down and you'll cap them.
I will find you.
Yeah, if you do that like 16 personality type thing, have you ever done that on the internet?
Yeah.
You should do it, where it's like pops out if you're an INFJ or an ENFP or something. Mine always comes out as like visionary. But yeah, it's like, cool, I'm a visionary. That's really nice. That's a really nice thing to be called. But then like, I need to be surrounded by people to actually get stuff done because I can't apply myself.
You got too much floating around, really. And you need to kind of delegate a bit and stuff like that.
And I need people around me to kind of put me in place and get stuff actually done and out the door. So while I am clever or smart or whatever, I'm always around trying to surround myself with people that are smarter than me.
But that's the team, isn't it? That's when you have to understand, like, there's certain things that you'll do and your team around you'll go, Cal's not going to do that.
Yeah.
And we accept it because he's strong in this area.
Rich is so good with that stuff, man. He's like, "What? Why are you doing that? Don't do it. Just pass it on to me." And I'm like, "Oh no, pass it on to me."
Don't waste your time on that. Put your time on something that only you can do.
He's this guy, Rich. Yeah, I know you probably listen to this, but you're a legend. Thank you for everything for the last 12 years.
Oh, I love that.
Well, that was one of the questions we were going to ask was who's helped you the most on the way up.
Yeah.
So I think that's been answered.
Sorry, I was taking a sip. 100% him. Yeah. Just been through it. Sold the company that I was working at for I think like 55 million. And then, offered to manage me after that and
still got the energy to keep working and the drive to just want to do it.
2 kids.
Love that.
Amazing. But the main thing is like, I don't think I ever said this online, but how we met was because he worked for a YouTube network that wanted to sign my Call of Duty channel. Yeah. And they brought me in for a meeting and I met with this girl and she was like, this guy, he knows what he's talking, bringing another guy who's Ben Lister. He brings him in, I meet him and he goes and gets Rich and he's like, Rich, I really think you should meet this kid. Brings Rich in, offers me a job on the spot to start next Monday, a week after I dropped out of uni. So if he didn't believe in me there, that's a path. There's no two ways. in life.
There we go.
Hey.
You're the man.
But like
you
that
are.
path, you know, I suppose, shout out to Rich, man.
What a guy. A few more, mate.
Yeah, hit me.
Honestly, this is absolutely incredible. If you could live a day in someone else's life, one day, whose life you living?
Margot Robbie.
Oh, yeah, for very different reasons.
Okay. We said life, not body.
No, well, obviously, if you live in their life, you're in their body.
Oh, I know.
I think I'm doing that as well.
Yeah. No, I'd go up. I'd go up that's my fun one. But I'd go up to the top. So like get someone with power, find out what's really going on. So like some hard questions that no one will really know the answers to.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. Don't know if it's the president of the United
In
States
a position
or it's
of power or knowledge or something. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, really, really good, mate.
What about you? What are your answers that have been today before?
What, day in the life?
Yeah. Or have you never been asked this?
Very good.
I
Very
don't know
good
how you
question.
just
Where
come
did
up
you
with-
get that question from?
It's on one of our question things, but the fact that he's come up with an answer straight away is fucking brilliant, by the way. So I don't know if you want to put this bit in, Frank, or not, because I'm thinking about who I'd want to be for a day. That's
You know
fucking
what?
really hard. mate.
I may be with you, but I think it could be like the opposite almost. You know, when it's like you're creating a business and you work and it's hard and you're busy, and then as you scale, you maybe bring people in and can dish off a little bit here and there. And our editor was off this week, and it kind of took me back because I was uploading the videos to YouTube, doing everything, and I was thinking, I remember how to do this. You know, is this made for kids? No, all that stuff. And I was like, oh, this is quite cool. I used to like uploading the videos, and then when I was in the office on Sunday morning, I was like, nah, actually.
Yeah, it's long.
Yeah,
Long.
It's long.
But yeah, I think once you get maybe a big CEO of Nike or something, how busy are they? What does their day look like? Because you always hear this bullshit online of 5 a.m. club and stuff. I don't buy into that. But
I think some people do it, but I don't think it's like a sustainable life. But look, some people are good at getting up early. I'm not one of those people. I'm way more creative at night.
what about you?
I've got an answer. So I'd be the same as you. Position of power, position of knowledge, and I think Donald Trump, when he was president, would have made on his first day gone in and gone, right, Area 51, tell me everything.
100%.
Everything.
Tell me now.
You know, in Step Brothers, when they're going and go, we're here to fuck shit up.
That's exactly what he did. Done. And he would have gone and found everything about everything. Who assassinated John F. Kennedy, all that kind of stuff. He would have found it out, because he would have needed to know it.
Exactly.
Really
and I would have loved to. I'd love to just know what he knows in his head. That would be pretty cool.
How is that information kept inside them? For someone like Trump, who was so outspoken and said the maddest stuff just like off the cuff.
Yeah.
What have they got on him for him not to say? Do you know what I mean?
So you know when they couldn't
things,
get the story was that they couldn't get him out of the bathroom in the White House, and so at what point has he gone on Twitter and go, I'm in the bathroom, but I'm going to tell you all the secrets now on Twitter and stuff like that?
Did he do that?
No, he didn't. They tried to. They allegedly he kind of wouldn't come out of the bathroom in the when he got.
When he got booted out.
But imagine, that's the time when he would have gone on Twitter.
If anybody knows everything that's gone on, he will know everything. He will do.
Yeah, but how's that staying in?
I know.
There.
He's bubbling away.
Look, we can get into conspiracies, but we'll leave.
This is when the news of the world needs to be a thing.
Callux, sorry.
That's good.
Mate, that was incredible.
Fantastic.
Really, honestly, fantastic.
Could talk for 10 more hours, mate.
I bigged you up at the beginning, and rightly so as well, and you've proven it as well. You are absolutely top class, mate.
We
wish you all the best.
No
in the
two
future.
ways about it.
No two ways about it. Callux, everybody, as always, up the Fozcast.
Up the Fozcast.
Subscribe to the channel.
Oh, he didn't do that, did he? He didn't say it at the start.
Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe.
If you could subscribe.
Give us up the Fozcast over there, mate.
Up the Foz. Come on. Is that what I say?
Up the Fozcast.
But didn't you go up the Foz?
Up the Fozcast.
That's the worst one yet. That's the worst one yet.
Oh, fuck.
Frank,
I swear you just said up the Foz.
Up the Fozcast.
All right. Up the Fozcast.
There we go. There we go. Thank you very much.
God.
Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed the latest episode of the Fozcast. Don't forget to give us a follow on Spotify. Up the Fozcast.